The NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Ka'imi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 67 yards. And the Jags are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. In motion left goes Cooks. On 2nd down, Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw, Mills. try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Andre Cisco.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the... Say we're about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they found a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lawrence to throw. And Ingram holds it in. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 27, Mills. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw is Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. The slot man in motion right. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Cooks will come in motion right. Working out of the gun, Mills. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Pierce, touchdown, Houston. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the 25 on second down, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. That's good for 28 yards. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second down and goal. Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
They go play action with Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
touchdown Jaguars. Christian Kirk, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mills on first down. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mills now looks to throw on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further. To throw on 2nd and 10, Mills. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Mills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions. Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Lawrence on first down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones
as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from? And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Buying time to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On third down, here's Mills. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Agnew now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. It'll be a gain of 12 and a loss on lead to 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Etienne once more. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
On play action, Lawrence.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now here's another interception.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Lawrence will throw.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Charles, you look at that run, and in your garrulous and loquacious manner, how would you break down the Nick-dynasty that occurred when that was bounced outside? It was almost Machiavellian, wasn't it?
The capricious dichotomy of their...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this is just, and my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the pick six a moment ago, here's Mills again.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw, Mills. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And that is incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. James now to return it. just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all.